And then you got to go down to the governor's office down there and make them happy. Well, anyway, got it all worked out, so he went ahead and built the track. He built the biggest, the fastest, and most competitive track in the whole racing circuit itself. It's 2.66 miles around, and turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 all have a 33-degree pitch to them. So it's really the biggest one, and so Daytona's the closest one. Daytona's a 2.5 mile, and they have a 31-degree pitch down there. Well, he got all that built and worked out and everything. Well, he set aside. He set aside the first weekend of racing to be on September the 13th, 1969. Well, of course, the Saturday drivers came in. They didn't have any problem at all. Everything just was wonderful. Richard Petty happened to be in charge of the drivers at that particular time, so he'd already made a statement time to it. He thought this track was going to be too big and too dangerous. But he called for a meeting of all the drivers late Saturday afternoon. Well, during that meeting, Richard and about 15 of the drivers decided it was too dangerous. They boycotted the track. Can you imagine what that did to Mr. Vance? He got all upset about it. He said, you know what? The only thing I can do is go to the drivers and try to get them on board that didn't boycott the track, and then get all the drivers I get from Saturday. Well, of course, he'd already sold something like 62,000 tickets, so he really knew he was going to have that race. Well, he got wound up with a total of about 33 cars, and he said, oh my goodness alive, there's a poor problem. So he says the fans are not going to be happy. They'll be looking for a full complement on the track. So we thought for a little bit, and he said, well, the only thing I can do is pass the word to the fans. If they will hold on to their ticket stubs, they can come to the next race either here or down in Daytona free of charge. So, of course, that made them happy. The race got underway, and it averaged like 153 miles an hour. All right, Richard Brickhouse won that race, and would you believe it, that's the only race that man won in his entire racing career? Well, this race coming in here the first weekend was almost like a dud. So, but anyway, it has been growing stronger and stronger ever since. Now, when they built the track, they knew they needed care centers on the building here in front of us. The care center, they staffed that with doctors, nurses, and caregivers for each of the race meets. When April